And like whenever I'm live streaming, I kind of feel like I need to tap into some more energy. Maybe not like bean level energy because I don't think anybody can match that. Like the way that guy handles his audience is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
And honestly, like I wish we could have Bean on for like a podcast one time, like
that'd be cool.
at least once, because like I feel like he would bring so much stuff to the table, like when it like in terms of like entertainment and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I definitely kind of feel like Smithy is like his own kind of fucking character and shit. But I have to find a way because that's one thing that makes Bean unique.
Yeah,
You
definitely his
know,
personality.
yeah, like he has a very hyper, like energetic. Like it doesn't matter like what fucking game he's playing, he's always top level energy. And one thing, one thing that I learned from like because apparently like I've been doing this for 3.5 years
Hello,
now.
motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. I don't know who redeemed that because it didn't tell me, but
That
thank
was
you.
me.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello. Uh, so um, I heard like one Twitch streamer say it better than anybody. Is like if you're sitting there. Thank you for the turtle sex moji. Um, but like if you're actively wondering why, like your stream isn't doing as well as someone else's or something like that, don't be fucking jealous over it. Learn from them.
Yeah.
Like obviously like don't fucking copy them, like put your own fucking spin on things, you know?
Yeah.
Like what like the conversation that me and you and Susie had when I was kind of trying to figure out exactly how to like rebrand everything and kind of revamp everything for myself. What did I come into? Oh, you came into turtle sex, Susie. But no, we're talking about Bean and how we want Bean on for a podcast at one point. Um, but um, like whenever I get scared in a game, and things like that, um, part of that is me. Like part of that is just like my natural reaction. But I do add like a little bit of a bite to it just because like that's uh that's just what that's just what you do, like
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you're putting on the show. You're trying to entertain people.
yeah, exactly. And like that's another thing too. Like, I did live shows for years, like as a singer, as a guitarist and everything. Like we you can't just stand lucid on stage. Like you have to stand out from everybody else. And like we did like a little bit of a tour and everything. Like that was a lot of fun. Um and we were like locally, like we were like pretty well known. Like I think I brought this up during the last podcast, but like we were known to the point where like I would be standing on stage and people would be mouthing the words that I fucking wrote. And that was just fucking surreal to me. So I feel like in the same sense, um, you kind of need to do the same thing like when you're live streaming and stuff. Because like when I was on stage, dude, for a chubby guy back then, oh my god, dude, like I had beam level energy. Like I was running around stage, like I was fucking getting people involved. I was fucking, but it's a lot easier to do in person than it is behind a camera.
Yeah.
Like because I could see everybody in front of me. Like I could read the energy of the room. Um, and like when we're doing stuff like this, I mean, I can kind of read the energy of the chat, but I can't see anyone's faces. Like if I'm just like streaming by myself, or even streaming with like Nintendo or Susie or whatever the case may be. Um, but having the ability to read the room and know exactly what direction you need to go in, And like I've even considered looking into improv classes because like I feel like I'm like you and I are a lot alike. Normally, if there's like a topic or something like that, and someone gives you like a little zingy one-liner, typically like I have one in the chamber and so do you. And what I like so much about that is that one in the chamber that I have isn't anything like the one that you have, and vice versa. So it's like we can play off of each other.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. I love that shit so fucking much. And I would love to take an improv class because I normally don't toot my own horn. Like I normally don't try to like be my own hype man. But when it comes to stuff like that, dude, I feel like I would fucking crush it.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think I could ever do stand up comedy or anything like that.
No, this shit's fucking. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But in a given situation, bro, I feel like I could kill it. Like I really, really do.
Yeah.
Like the whole like I think being yourself will bring in the genuine people. Oh yeah, absolutely, Susie. And I'm not saying necessarily like be someone that you're not. Like that's not what I'm saying at all. Like when I go live, like I'm still myself, but I'm trying to think of a way to like explain it. Like I'm myself plus a little bit more of a personality.
Mhm.
Like I said, like when I get scared in a game, or like the other day when I was playing Little Misfortune and I made that stupid Pamela Hamsterson joke, like when you come up to like the little hamster strip club, like uh
Yeah.
just like adding little things like that to it, like yeah, like I definitely feel like there's nothing wrong with trying to add to your craft.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty much what I'm like trying to say. But like I have like so many plans for this year. Add a little zest in. It's you, but a little bit more zest. Exactly, Mochi. Exactly. Smithy and the extra. Jazz hands. Um and like that's
Little
a
Snippy Plus.
yeah, exactly. The Smithy Pro Max, if you will. Um
Yeah.
like I yeah, like I have so much fucking planned for this year. Not only Twitch wise and YouTube wise, but personal wise. Like I have this crazy huge trip planned. Like just planned it last night. I don't know exactly when we're going to be able to put it in motion, but like it's going to be me, Jim, and Nintendork, and we're starting from Tennessee, and we're driving all the way up to Niagara Falls, and then over to Toronto, and then Ontario, and then we're going to go into Jim's hometown of Plattsburgh, and then down to actual New York City, and then we're going to go to Salem, and then Boston, and then Hershey, Pennsylvania, and then to end of the trip, we're going to kind of loop back into Tennessee, and we're gonna stay in Pigeon Forge for a little bit, and then, uh, yeah, but not California. Oh, Susie, believe me, you guys will be seeing me sooner than you think. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I want to get more details hammered out before I talk to you and Chef about like the whole situation, because obviously I don't want to just like show up in California and call you guys, be like, hey, by the way, can you pick me up, like like bro, we're at work. um uh but yeah, um if everything goes according to plan, if you guys still want to meet up in real life this year, I'm going to find a way to make it work.
We
um
definitely do.
Okay, awesome. Um, I don't care if I have to take a fucking train to get to you guys. I don't care if I had to take a fucking sketchy Greyhound bus, which, by the way, I have a Greyhound bus story for you guys tonight. That's really fucking weird
Okay.
that my mom told me about. Um, so yeah, like I personally, like I have so much that I want to do this year. Um, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, dude. Like one of my main fucking goals for the year is to either you should take a plane. Honestly, Susie, I might. I really might. I might get over that. I might like dig my boxers out of my crack long enough to like not be fucking terrified of flying, and I might do that because it's like a 6.5 hour flight from Tennessee to LA. Like I've already looked it up. And like a bus ride would be 62 hours, a train ride would be 73, 72 hours. So definitely a plane ride would give us more time together. My first time on a plane, I dug my nails into the armrest. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be digging something into an armrest. I don't know what yet. Uh, but yeah, um, like what one of my big goals for the year is to either hit partner on either Twitch or YouTube. Like one of the two. Um, I'm gonna start trying to do like more promoting for myself and everything. When it was a 2 hour flight, Chef was knocked out 10 minutes in. Dude, I feel like
Yeah,
Chef could like sleep through like a fucking hurricane.
I slept through earthquakes before. Like nothing really wakes me up.
See, what's crazy is like the only earthquake that we've had in Tennessee in my 32 years of living, I slept through.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you and I are kind of like on the same plane of existence there. Like, bro, do you ever like lucid dream? That shit freaks me the fuck out so bad.
no, I never had a lucid dream. I want to though. It sounds like fun.
So like, wait a minute, he sleeps in the most uncomfortable positions too. Same, dude. I can
Yeah,
sleep in some demonic positions.
yeah. I can sleep just as long as I'm sleepy. I can sleep any position.
Bro, like one of my favorite fucking positions like I ever fucking slept in, and I don't understand because like I woke up like this fucking constantly. I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would realize that I'm halfway in my bed but halfway out of my bed, and I'm on my knees in like the praying position, like all like top part of the body praying, like Jesus from the waist up. Like
Uh-huh.
yeah, I did that shit so often as a kid.
Uh-huh.
Um, like at one point, like when I was a kid, like my bed frame broke, and my mom came in to wake me up, and she took pictures of it. God, I wish I could find the fucking pictures. I was
Just to take
like,
pictures.
yeah,
Uh,
oh yeah, dude. We like my family. We fuck with each other constantly,
uh-huh.
and so uh, in the picture, I'm laying on the box spring, and I'm using the mattress as a cover. Like it was a Smithy sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking great. I
that
came
sounds
home.
funny.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking bad. I came home from work once and Chef was knocked out, lights on, kneeling on the bed.
Yeah, I forgot. I also do that.
Fuck yeah, dude! It's almost like we're related.
Yeah.
Do you need me to go with you to be your emotional support human? You mean on a plane, Mochi? Because I'll be honest with you, you're going to be handing me all the barf bags. Do they really supply barf bags on planes?
I've never used one and I've never seen anyone ask for one. I'm assuming that they like it sounds like a good idea to have them because I do get motion sickness sometimes on planes, but I've never thought to ask for one.
Sick.
Well, I've always thought about asking for one. I never have because I don't want to be that guy that's barfing on the fucking plane.
Right? You just like
Yeah.
just fucking hold it.
I'm
Um
so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Just throwing up.
yeah, dude, like, and that's another thing too. You and I are the same. Like, if I think I'm inconveniencing anyone in any way, I'm
The apologies will
apologizing.
come out. Yeah.
Yeah, like the apologies are coming out. Like, I can't tell you how many times I apologized to mom when I was sick last,
Uh-huh.
because like she was going out and like getting me stuff. Like she got me like fucking Gatorades and like Sprites and shit like that. And like every time like I'm so fucking sorry, but like
Yeah.
I don't want to die. Could you go get me some Nyquil? Like like Nyquil is really gonna save my ass.
Yeah.
And then it's like, stop apologizing. You okay? I'm sorry. Yes, Susie. That's exactly what it is. Like if I am sitting there apologizing to someone and they're like, "Hey, stop apologizing," I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is. And here comes Dustin with that fucking dope ass all that shirt.
It's all in my.
Oh, that.
How
Oh
you guys
what?
doing today? Sorry for the late response.
No, dude, you're good. I'm actually gonna boost your volume in Discord just a bit.
Boost me, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm gonna boost you. Boost that sexy ass voice.
That's right, you fucking boost that sexy ass voice.
Man, I'm telling you, you
You
can
gonna
do
boost me?
voiceovers.
You're gonna boost me? You're gonna boost the fuck out of me?
Oh, I'm gonna boost so. Oh my fucking god, I'm boosting it.
I'm gonna boost.
Mm.
I'm finna boost.
That turbo's fully spoiled.
All right, everyone, what is going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Chef and I were just kind of sitting here, like, kind of dicking around, talking about there's like a mutual friend that we have that also streams that goes by Bean, and we're talking about like maybe like reaching out to him at some point and seeing like if he wants to join us in our silly little adventures in here.
That sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
It does.
So it looks like it's just gonna be a threesome tonight.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's just gonna
I like-
nice. So
I'm all
I
lubed up and ready to go.
same dude, same. So like one thing that I want to start out asking you guys, okay? Because like here's essentially what I'm doing. So initially the idea, like when I started releasing audio versions of these, which I haven't started that yet, I still have like 5 more that I need to fucking edit. Instead of putting it on my old podcast page, we're just going to start out fresh, or I may rebrand that podcast page as Weekend Buddies. But there's a lot of good old topics on there that I want fresh minds on and stuff like that. So my question for you guys is, why is the Samoa the best Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, shit.
That's the one with the coconut on it, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. I probably have a different take than everybody here.
Let's hear it.
I'm deathly allergic to coconut.
Not
So
where
I've
I
never
thought
had
you
it.
were going with that.
I'm also lying. I'm not allergic to coconut, but I don't like coconut.
Okay, well, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
There's one with like I almost said coconut. There's one with caramel on it, isn't there? Like chocolate and caramel.
Yes, I forget what that one's called. But yeah,
Tag along or hey baby or
baby.
she goes to me.
She ghosted me.
There's caramel
Well,
chocolate chip.
forget
Yeah,
what the
I don't
name
know.
of it was, but those fucking smack too.
The Girl Scouts, they always intimidated me, so I never really got anything from them.
I
They're
Are
just
you-
so vicious.
Susie, you've never had a Girl Scout cookie?
I've had the lemonades, and I thought those were fairly decent.
Yeah.
Those are great, but other than that, I don't like Girl Scout cookies. I'm a horrible person.
No, dude, you're good. Like
Okay, first off, hold on. Let me go on this rant. First off, fuck Girl Scouts, okay? All right, you gotta come and hang out with me when I already feel bad when I'm going into Walmart to get food, and maybe I'm on a diet, and you're out here with your fucking tasty ass cookies. No, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
fucking for real, dude. That's like bringing a pizza into a Weight Watchers convention.
Yeah. Don't shame me.
Like, see, whenever I posed that question to Jim back in the day, he argued with me and said that the mint chocolate chip was the far superior. Like, I'm sorry, mint in a cookie. Like, first of all,
Yeah.
anybody here like mint in a cookie?
I don't like mint.
I don't know. What am I trying to brush my fucking teeth?
Bro, no joke. I will send you the fucking soundbite. I pretty much said the exact same fucking thing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we are related. Somehow.
Dude, I think we are, man. Shit.
I have to talk to my mom about this.
Same. It's like I'll ask Mama Smith if she ever went to California.
Yeah.
But no, man, yeah, that's Yeah, that was pretty much my exact response. I was like, I don't want to eat something, and it feels like I'm fucking brushing my fucking teeth. Like,
Yeah.
fuck all that. And then you like, because you know that shit's gonna get stuck in your teeth. So you're sitting there later and like, oh, Colgate. Like,
Yeah,
no.
fucking minty fresh breath. Hell no.
Yeah,
I'm dealing
fuck
with
all
that
that
right
shit.
now. I have food in my teeth and I can feel it. It's chicken.
Yeah, I just got done brushing my teeth while I was in the shower, so multitasking. So, um, my actual meat and potatoes topic, because I know that Chef has one. I don't know if Dustin has one, but my actual meat and potatoes topic. Have you guys ever pulled like a prank where immediately you were like, ugh, maybe that was. Maybe I shouldn't have done
Like,
that, but no, fuck them. They deserved it.
I did something to Susie and I can't remember. It was like immediate regret. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I'm sure Susie will let us know in the comments or in the chat.
Yeah.
What about you, my dude?
I'm thinking. I remember one time I did a cross body block on a drunk friend.
A
He was
cross body
sleeping.
block?
Yeah. In wrestling, it's like a move where you jump in the air and you land on someone.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but I like tried to make sure not to land on them in a way that would hurt them. I thought I was just gonna be kind of goofy and wake them up, but they were so fucking drunk that that didn't look well, and now I feel bad. And I sent her the video like a few days ago. I was like, look at me. This is me jumping on you, going crossbody block.
This was recent?
No, it's an old video. It's an old video.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
8 years old, but it like came up as a memory a couple days
Oh
ago.
my god.
Hell
I was like,
yeah!
oh, sent it to her, and I was like, hey, yeah, sorry, I was a dick. She was like, no, it's funny.
At least she has a sense of humor about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all learned at that particular moment that she needed to stop drinking. So
Didn't even wake her up.
yeah, and she hasn't drank since. So there you go.
Oh shit! See, dude, you were her sobriety
Saving
coach
lives.
in that moment.
I fucking cross body blocked her ass to sobriety. It was amazing.
Yeah.
No, but
You start becoming like a normal counselor, and that's just how you get people through it.
yeah, just wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, come here, let me talk to you for a second. Hit him with a stunner, like
RKO them out of nowhere.
Yeah, cut a promo on him afterwards.
Fucking choke slam.
Hey,
Oh, I do remember something that
yeah.
So as a prank. Wait, so what was the question again?
So like, what's a prank that you've pulled where you were like, ah, shit, like immediately, but maybe they kind of fucking deserved it.
Okay, mine gonna be a little bit off topic of that.
Okay.
Just a little bit. So, I had this best friend in high school. His name was let's call him.
Best friend in high
school. His name was Pablo.
Okay.
And then like he lived right around the corner from me, so we'd always hang out with each other all the time. And one day I shot him in the ass with a BB gun, and I didn't immediately regret it. I would regret it the next day because one, he didn't deserve it. I was just shooting him in the ass because I was being an ass. And the next day he messages me. He's like, hey, I have a dentist appointment today. Is it okay if I come hang out at your house until I have to go? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he comes over. We're just hanging out in the living room. And then I'm like, oh, let me get something for my room. So I walk down the hall to my room and I get whatever I get. And then I come out and I see him at the end of the hall kneeling down with the BB gun in his hand. And he shoots it as soon as I walk out of the room. And I feel the most intense pain I've ever felt. He hit me right in the eye. And I was like stumbling down the hall, and I was like, oh my god. And he was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I push him and I slip on a blanket that was on the living room. And then like I'm on the floor, I'm like, oh my, and my head's just killing me and I don't know what the fuck to do. And he's all freaking out, I'm all freaking out. And then he goes, so I have to go to my dentist appointment, and he just like leaves me. And I was like, okay. So then I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck? And I don't know what to do. And like, I'm when I fell on the blanket in the living room, I hit my head, and I was like, oh my god. And like, and I was getting sleepy, and I was like, oh shit. Like, and I know you're not supposed to fall asleep after you hit your head.
Yeah.
But I called my parents, and I'm like, oh, I just got shot in the eye. And then they're like freaking out, like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, they got shot in the eye. With what? With what? With a BB gun? Like, oh my god, who shot you? And I told them everything. And then I went to sleep after. And I woke up to my dad, like, let's go to the hospital quick. And they're like, okay. So we went to the hospital. And then after we left the hospital, my dad was like, where does this guy live? We're going to go talk to his fucking parents. I'm like, he lives like right here. I took him to his house. And then my dad like starts off initially like yelling at his parents, like, you know what your son did to my son, blah, blah, blah. And then they're talking. And out of nowhere, the conversation ends with my dad inviting his parents to come camping with us the next weekend. And my parents and his parents become best friends out of this whole situation.
Hell yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Right on, man.
Yeah, so I did regret the prank, but the next day.
Man. So I have like two specifically that I want to talk on. And both of these came out from being in marching band. Like I was a band nerd. I played tuba. So by the way, chat, real quick question. Am I coming in hot? Or are they coming in hot? Because I realize like we're redlining at some point. So I just want to make sure we're good. Anyway. So as a tuba player, I had to wear this stupid, silly hat called a beret. Okay. So the way like some shows worked out that we had to go to, they were voluntary, like football games and stuff. And this one was all the way in this place called Saudi Daisy, which was about a 3-hour drive from the high school. So they were making it voluntary. And I didn't have anything else to do. I wanted to hang out with my buddies. Thank you, Susie. So I went. And the good thing about these away games like this is we didn't have to uniform up because we didn't have everybody with us. We just wore whatever we wanted to.
Right.
So as I'm unpacking my tuba from the case, I realized that my beret is in my mouthpiece holder. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, so this is my opportunity to purposely fucking lose this thing. So I put the beret in my back pocket. And the way the bleachers were at this high school, they were like those metal platform bleachers that have big gaps in between them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get settled down and like nobody's paying attention, I pulled my beret in my back pocket and threw it underneath the bleachers. But my buddy sitting next to me saw me do it.
Oh.
And yeah, because he was also a tuba player. So like, here's the thing about this guy. One of the nicest guys you'd ever meet. But if he could find a way to fuck you over and he thought it was funny, he was going to fucking do it. So the following Monday, we had a free day in band. And pretty much what we were doing, we're just like cleaning up and stuff. So me and this buddy, we were tasked with cleaning up the uniform room. So before we go back there, this guy lets the band instructor know, hey, Smithy lost his beret. And
oh my God.
The band instructor was like, okay, well, instead of cleaning up the back room, you're going to go back there and you're not coming out until you find that beret. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and then he looked at my buddy and he was like, and because you ratted him out, you're in the same boat with him.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now here's the fucking problem with that. I had to piss so fucking bad. And I asked the band instructors, like, okay, dude, I don't have a problem with that. Like, whatever, like, I'll accept it. But can I please go use the bathroom first? And this guy was like, nope. You can pee when you find your beret. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get to pee. That's it. I'm gonna internally drown. So we get back there and like most schools, the ceiling was like ceiling tile. You know, like you could push them up and stuff. So I opened up my tuba case that way, just in case the instructor came in, it looked like I was at least looking for it. And when I opened up the case, I realized there was a fucking Powerade bottle, an empty Powerade bottle in my tuba case. So I told my buddy, I was like, guard the fucking door. I'm going to go back here in the corner and I'm going to pee into this Powerade bottle. So like I spin the lid off, lose the lid.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I'm in such a frenzy to fucking get this liquid out of my body. I'm just like, okay, like we gotta, this is showtime. So like I finally like I pee in the bottle and I come around the corner and I was like, thank God. And my buddy was like, okay, now how are you going to walk out of this uniform room back into the band room and explain to, I'll just say, like, Mr. G, why you have a bottle of piss in your hand? I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. So, like, I frantically start looking for the lid, never fucking found it. It was lost to the fucking ether. So, this idea in my head popped like a fucking stupidity zit. I was like, I don't have to walk out of here with a bottle of pee in my hand. And my buddy's like, what are you talking about? I was like, see the fucking ceiling tiles? So,
oh my lord, Smithy.
so I stood on top of my tuba case, slid the ceiling tile back, put this bottle of urine inside the ceiling tile, and then closed it back, right? And I'm thinking that's the end of it.
Yeah.
'Twas not the end of it. So little did I know that the lights in that uniform room had scheduled maintenance on them soon. And to access the wiring to those lights, you have to pull back the fucking ceiling tiles.
Uh-huh.
And the poor maintenance man that was checking those lights picked the wrong fucking tile.
Aww.
Yeah.
Or the right one, depending how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have a kink.
Buddy got
He got the only tile with the jackpot in it.
Yeah. Buddy got the wet works. And
Yeah.
so obviously Mr. G was like very fucking pissed off. And nobody fessed up to it, obviously. Like I'm not fucking fessing up to this, you know? So he immediately blames the drum line. Like immediately blames the drum line, and he was like, you know what? Senior drum line, you are no longer allowed in the uniform room by yourself for the rest of the year. I know it had to be one of you guys. You guys do stupid shit like this all the time, which to be fair, they did. They did. There was one time I came around the corner and one of the fucking bass drum players smacked me in the face with a handful of whipped cream, baby food, and mustard.
Okay.
Damn.
So they kind of fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
I regret it, but I regret it because an innocent maintenance man got a bottle of piss on him.
Yeah.
But, you know, oddly enough, both of these pranks involve my piss. Okay, so. God, what the fuck was the matter with me when I was younger? Okay, now this one, I'll let you guys be the judge on this. If I went too far. Okay, the last one, I don't, maybe. But this one, I feel like dude was like well fucking deserved. So, you just pissing on shit, and yeah, pretty much. So, every year we did this spring trip. And some years we had to play while we were on spring trip. Like the coolest one ever went on, like we went to Florida and we went to Disney and we got to march and play music through MGM. Like that was like one of the coolest fucking experiences of my life. But this particular one, we went to this little, in my opinion, like nothing theme park. It's called Carowinds. It's in North Carolina. And I was roomed with a dude named Sunshine. He's the culprit. He's the target in this one. And a couple other buddies. And
I think I've heard the story.
You may have. You may have.
It's so good.
The first night, that we get in and everything. Here's the thing. Even as a kid, I fell asleep pretty fucking easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I was tired, that was it. Now, there are times where, like, I have insomnia and shit like that, but, you know, for the most part, especially as a kid, I was able to fall asleep. And just like Chef, I can sleep through natural disasters.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I wake up the next morning, and I let everybody know, hey, I'm taking the first shower. Okay? Because here's the thing. I'm not standing in anyone else's body soup. Okay? I'm just not fucking willing to do it. So, I go to the bathroom, and I look in the mirror, and I realize there's something on my fucking face. I have a unibrow. I have a Hitler stash. I have a penis. And the bottoms of my feet are completely Sharpie black.
Wow.
Both of them. Now, don't get me wrong, kudos to him. I don't know how the fuck he pulled that off, because I'm pretty fucking ticklish on the bottom of my fucking feet. but he did it. So
Mhm.
I am in this bathroom for at least an hour, hour and a half, trying to get this fucking shit off me. I made my face raw, where I was
Mhm.
trying to get all that shit off my fucking face. I was luckily able to. So I get out of the shower, and like immediately I'm pretty sure I know who did it. Okay, because Sunshine was a little bit of a dickhead. So like I get out of the shower, Sunshine's like, I'm next. I was like, fucking perfect. So I look out over at my other two roommates. I was like, hey guys, look. Obviously you guys know what the fuck happened to me.
Mhm.
Now, you guys can let me know who did that, and it's even Stevens. I don't care if you guys like sit there and laughed about it or whatnot. But if you don't let me know who did this, I'm gonna get you guys back 10 times fucking worse, just like I'm about to get this other person back. And immediately, both of them were like, "It was Sunshine." So
Mhm.
I was like, "Okay, that's all I needed to know." So Sunshine packed 2 pairs of shoes with him. He packed a pair of Nikes and a pair of audio skate shoes that I had sold him.
Like an idiot.
Like an idiot.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: like with Nikes, the insoles don't lift up. So I took my toothpaste and I lined the tongue of his Nikes with my toothpaste. And then I lifted the insole out of those audios and just fucking filled them full of toothpaste.
Wow.
And I put the insole back down. And then I was like, okay, that's not enough. That's not enough. Because technically, you know, he drew on my face, he made the bottoms of my feet black. That's not enough. So I went through Sunshine's bag, pulled out all of his socks, and I spit in all of his socks. I was like, okay, maybe that's enough, but maybe it's not, because what happens if his socks dry before he gets out of the shower, you know?
I can't have dry socks.
Yeah, like I'm
Can't
not
risk it.
yeah, I'm not a fountain-esque lady, okay? Like I don't have a lot of saliva in the chamber. So I find Sunshine's mouthwash
Oh, no.
and I go out to the balcony in front of God and everyone. Like I think I was being like at the time I thought I was being sneaky. No. I go out on this balcony so my buddies can't see my dick. And I pissed all in Sunshine's mouthwash. And I shook it up. So Sunshine gets out of the shower, starts getting ready. He puts his socks on. He doesn't realize it. Thank God I went that extra step. Okay.
Yeah.
He grabs the tongue of the Nikes, gets toothpaste all over his hand. He's like, okay, that's funny, but that's enough. Okay, that's enough. No. So he walks over to the audios. And he slides his fucking feet in, and you just hear like audible squishing. He was like, fuck. Okay, that was funny. I have to admit, that was funny. No more. So, a few minutes later, I see Sunshine over at the sink, and he's brushing his teeth. And he has
Like an idiot.
like an idiot. And he has that bottle of mouthwash next to him without the cap on it. And you know, most of the time, people pour it into the cap.
Yeah, like normal people. But I bet he did it like an idiot.
Like an idiot. Sunshine just took his mouthwash and just dumped it up. Like he was drinking out of a fucking 2-liter bottle, and he just filled his fucking mouth. And he's just really sloshing, really getting it in there. And my other 2 roommates fucking lose it. Because they know what I have done. So one of my buddies, he's actually like laying on his back, just fucking losing it. Like can't fucking breathe, hyper fucking ventilating. And Sunshine realizes the energy of the room is focused on him and not in a positive way. So he runs to the bathroom and spits it out and comes around the corner. He's like, what the fuck did you guys do? And before I can say anything, the buddy that's been hyperventilating gets a new burst of life. And he sits up like he's just been resurrected from the grave. And he's like, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. And Sunshine got sick.
Yeah, from all the piss.
Yeah, he wasn't able to go to Carowinds. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, Mochi. It's okay though. Years later, I told Sunshine what I had done to him, and he had a great sense of humor about it. believe it or not, he had like a fucking. He was like, "Oh, that Sunshine kind of reminds me of Michael Kelso from that '70s show."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, that's a good burn." Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that was my two little pranks that I pulled back when I was in high school. I haven't been able to top those since, but
Well, I want you to know. You said to let you know if you went too far.
yeah.
You're a fucking asshole. You went way too far. I cannot believe you thought it was a good idea to pee in someone's shit. You're a dick.
Yeah.
A Hitler stash? Yes. Okay. Toothpaste? I could have let that one slide. But you peed.
And he drank it.
And he
Yeah.
drank it.
Well, I mean,
You're-
technically,
But to be fair,
he spit it out.
if I remember the story, didn't that awaken like a pee fetish that he has now?
You know what? I'm not sure. 50-50 shot I did though.
Yeah.
No, like, yeah. I was like, I think I was like 16 at the time, 16 or 17. You know,
So basically, old enough to know better. Is what I'm
basically
hearing.
old enough to know better, dumb enough to not care at that point.
Yeah.
At double the age now, I can admit too far, maybe a little bit too far.
Maybe too far. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit
Oh.
too far.
Jesus.
But like I said, he like years later, like this was after we had graduated and everything. I actually reached out to him on Facebook, and we were talking, and I was like, "Hey, remember that one time
I was sorry.
in the hotel room? You have essence of Sniffy in your molars to this day. Like that boy sloshed it hard enough to wear his up in his fucking sinus cavities. I guarantee it.
Oh my god.
Yeah."
Ugh.
Yeah. Really, like, the only other weird thing I've ever done is, like, my mom is a heavy sleeper. That's where I fucking get it from. And I decided, like, I had this hoodie. I actually still have the hoodie. I stuffed it full of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, like, this pink ball. And I shoved it into a SpongeBob ski mask that I had. And I shoved that into the hood. And I put it in bed with my mom. And I made it cuddle with her. And I took pictures and sent it to her.
Oh.
I have never topped what I did in North Carolina. I don't think I'll ever be able to.
Yeah, it's kind of a relief.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can handle if you top that.
Yeah. No, I mean, he poked the bear. I'm not dismissing what I did. Okay. Yeah. It was far, but he poked a bear.
Yeah.
He poked a bear, and he awakened a demon. So, Chef, kind of like guiding the conversation away from that. What was your topic?
Oh, okay. So I have this is probably gonna be where Dustin shines. Have you guys heard of the video game console, the Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how well do you think you guys can do on naming the top 25 the top 10 Nintendo 64 games?
I'll get
Mm.
I have
8
the
out of
list.
10.
I have the list right in front of me.
Easily 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give you guys. We can go back and forth. You know, Smithy first and Dustin. Let's see if you guys can guess the top 10 N64 games.
I'm ready.
Okay, so like, are we going from like least to most popular, like on the top 10?
Wait, I don't think.
Just until you get the. I have the list here in front of me. I have a pen to check off when you guys get them. Yeah, and we'll go till we get all 10.
Okay. I definitely feel like GoldenEye was on there.
GoldenEye. GoldenEye is in the top 25, not on the top 10.
Really?
That was number 15 on the list.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start off with the obvious. Mario 64.
Mario 64, number 2 on the list.
Damn. I don't want to sound stupid. Was Smash Bros? on the
Smash.
64?
It was on the
Okay.
It was Smash Bros. 64, number 8 on the list.
All right, so we got Smash Bros. We've got Mario 64, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Number 1 on the
That's right.
list.
That's right.
Oh shit, man. Okay, Susie says Pokemon Stadium.
Ooh, okay, number 1, number 2, Susie. I'll just give it to her. Pokemon Stadium 2, number 24 on the list. Didn't break top 10.
It would never. It was
Yeah.
such a niche game. All right, your turn, Smithy.
You know what? Mochi actually took what one I was gonna do. Mario Party.
Mario Party did have a couple on the list, but they were not top 10. Mario Party 3, number 14 on the list.
Yeah. Okay.
Diddy Kong Racing, Susie, not on the list.
Yeah, you're picking.
Oh, actually, top 17. It is number 17 on the list. Not top 10.
Top 10. Okay, so we've got GoldenEye. We've got
So far, you said
Ocarina of Time.
Mario Party 3, Diddy Kong Racing,
I want to
Pokemon Stadium
say
2.
I feel really shitty by saying this one, but I feel like it's wrong. I want to throw in Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie. I know it's on the list here somewhere.
Okay, so no, then the obvious one is my next guess. All right, go right ahead.
Banjo-Kazooie is number 4 on the list.
All right, so we have 1, 2, 4, and 8.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because like I don't know like specific names for this game, but like Kirby, like I feel like Kirby was pretty big.
No.
Kirby is not anywhere on the list. No, not even top 25.
Oh my god, dude, I'm sucking at this.
Okay, so going back into my memory, can we get a feeler for Donkey Kong Country 64 or Donkey Kong 64? See if it's on the top 10. It's probably in the top 15.
Donkey Kong. It is not anywhere on this list.
Really?
Oh, that's really surprising, actually.
Yeah.
Thank God the game sucked.
That was a good guess, though.
I fucking hate that game.
Susie says Yoshi's Story.
Not on the list. Not even top 25.
Shit. And then Mochi said Paper Mario.
Oh, Paper Mario, number 7 on the list. We'll give that one to Mochi.
Good job, Mochi. All right, Smithy, go ahead.
Fuck, man. I'm trying to think all the games I played on 64.
There are a couple top 10 games here that I've never even heard of.
Okay. Let me think. So, like, it's specific, like, to the Nintendo system, right? Like, it's not out on any other system?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Yeah, some of them may have been remakes.
Oh, Tony Hawk fucking Pro Skater.
Oh, yeah.
Not on the list.
Wow.
Not that one surprised me. Didn't even make it top 25, which I'm upset about.
I'm just trying to think of what would have came out, because 97 was a fucking drought. Because you had Mario 64, Wave Race.
Oh, what was that?
Wave Race.
Number 9 on the list.
Okay, so they're okay. Wave Race 64.
Wave Race 64.
I'm going based off of my fucking knowledge of what was playable at that time. And this is really difficult.
Susie brought up a really good one, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is on the top 25. Where is it though? But it's number 18 on the list, which I think is a travesty.
Yeah.
I don't.
Mario Kart 64, number 18.
Double Dash
Diddy
is
Kong,
where
Diddy Kong Racing beat it. Yeah, no, Double Dash is pretty good.
Okay, so Wave Race, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario, Zelda, Paper Mario. It's 5. Oh, okay.
Susie has a good one. Star Wars Racers.
She has a great one.
It's not
Star Wars Racers is not on the list, but there is a Star Wars game in the top 10.
Is it really fucking? Oh God! Is it? There is a Star Wars in the top 10.
Yes.
Is it really? Is it fucking Star Wars? Is it Bounty? No.
No.
I wanted to say Rogue Squadron.
But you would. You should say it.
Okay, Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Number 10 on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
You write that down as well. I have my own little personal list of check marks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, Star Fox. Susie and Mochi both coming in with the Star Fox.
Very nice.
Star Fox 64, number 6 on the list.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Alright.
Susie did get another one, Majora's Mask, the other Zelda game, number 3 on the list.
Hell yeah.
So you guys are just missing number 5 on the list, which I've never heard of it.
Give me the first letter.
P.
Starts with a P.
Yeah, it's a 2-word game.
And it wasn't Paper Mario because we already got Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Not paper. So for this one, I'll give you each 2 more guesses.
It's 2
This
words.
title has 2 words. The first letter is P. And I'll give you a second hint after your next guess.
Can you give us a genre?
I could look it up. I don't even know what this game is.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
I almost started sounding it out as I was
No.
typing it in.
Yeah, it's probably a fucking shmup, isn't it?
It's a science fiction video game series created by Rare and also owned by Xbox Studios.
Oh,
It's a first-person shooter game.
Yes, it's fucking. Oh my god.
See, Mochi said Perfect Dark.
Yes, it is Perfect Dark.
It is Perfect Dark.
Oh,
I've never even heard of Perfect
Mochi.
Dark.
Good job. Also, thanks for the run-in, Susie.
Yeah, like there for a second I thought Jim hopped in. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So the list in its entirety: Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, Majora's Mask, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, Star Fox 64, Paper Mario, Super Smash Bros, Wave Race 64, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. That was the top 10. Then it's the Pokemon Puzzle League. At number 11, Mario Golf, Ogre Battle 64, Mario Party 3, GoldenEye 007, F-Zero, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64, WWF No Mercy, Smithy, shout out.
Yeah.
1080 snowboarding, Beetle Adventure Racing, Space Station, something, Blast Corps, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Banjo-Tooie. Those are the top 25 games.
I want you to know most of that is bullshit shovelware.
Dude, did you guys ever play an old horror game called Obscure?
Yes, I have it.
Dude, that was one of my top fucking horror games back in the day.
It is also 2-player. If you don't know that, you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go scuttle over. Hold on.
Okay. Budspot said that was cool. Yoshi's story not being in there is an insult. Yeah.
Yeah, Yoshi's Story was so fun, but I played it more on Game Boy Advance.
See,
that's not true. I played it in the hospital because they used to have N64s in the hospital. I remember playing the shit out of it.
So this is technically the sequel, Obscure: The Aftermath. Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Wait, is this the sequel?
I don't know. Like I think it was always called Obscure: The Aftermath, I believe.
Well, it depends on location too. Because I have it on Steam. Of course, I have them both on Steam. Why wouldn't I?
Hell yeah, dude! Obscure was such a good game. Frustrating.
Yes, very.
But it was such a good game. We all know that Mario Kart was number 1. We know the truth.
Oh, you guys are out of your fucking mind.
Like for me, like the top game that I played on my N64 was probably like the original, like the OG Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was No Mercy, hands down. I played countless hours of fucking No Mercy, and I do not regret it at all.
See, yeah, like it was the same way with me. Like, dude, like the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater, dude, it had such a good soundtrack too. Like, my god, dude, that game was so fucking amazing.
I don't think there's ever been a Tony Hawk game with a bad soundtrack.
Not really, no. Like the newest Tony Hawk was kind of like when they did the remake. Um, in my opinion, they had some questionable soundtracks on it, like Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they actually had a Machine Gun Kelly song in the fucking soundtrack for the remake. Like back when he gave up rap and decided he wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I would too also quit rap after getting bullied by fucking Eminem.
Dude,
So
Yeah.
that's his fault. Like that is
Yeah.
Machine Gun
it-
Kelly's fault.
Yeah.
Like
I
him
like
and
that one. Sorry.
him and Nick Cannon both.
Nick Cannon was involved in that. What happened with that?
Yeah, like Nick Cannon ended up releasing like a track also kind of like fucking with Eminem, and Eminem fucking shot back at him and
Yeah.
fucking destroyed his ass.
Right.
Like destroyed.
I really did enjoy that top 10 thing. That was fun. That's my cup of tea. I like video
Yeah.
games. So bring
Yeah.
more of those in for me.
Yeah.
I will
sure.
definitely. There are more lists out there. I will definitely get them.
Dude, like one game that'll always be on my fucking top. Like I don't care what anyone says about the fucking sequel, because the sequel was just as good as the original. Damn it, is the fucking Last of Us.
Yeah, no, I love the Last of Us sequel. It actually made me cry.
Yeah,
Thought it was a beautiful story.
it was. And like everybody was so mad that like Joel got killed and things like that in the beginning of the game. But like the thing is,
Oh, spoilers! I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't forget they're remastering The Last of Us. It comes out next month.
yes,
Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, are they gonna port that over to Steam, Dustin?
I don't know, but I do know that there's no reason for them to upgrade it. But here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've never played the sequel. Oh shit,
Yeah,
Susie, I'm sorry.
That's her own. That's her own fucking fault. That's her. I
Yeah,
bought
it's
it for
been
her.
years.
I bought her like the Game of the Year edition, or I bought her like a something. You know, she never played it. That's her own fucking fault.
Yeah, it came out in 2020, dude. Like you've
Yeah.
had 4 years at this point.
Yeah, get woke, Susie.
That was a beautiful story. I think that every time
Yeah.
that we talk about video games and storytelling, they are a masterclass in storytelling. I don't think a game has made me feel so apathetic towards anything. And I felt numb. Like that feeling of numbness is what made that game so special, and it will
Yes.
always be special.
Yes. Like same dude, like, and whenever they were going through like the flashbacks of everything, like back when Elle was you know, like a lot younger and stuff, and how like Joel was kind of like showing her the ropes and like teaching her things and stuff like that, like things that we missed in between the two games.
Yeah.
Sorry, my best friend. I'm depressed. Oh, I'm sorry, Susie.
Yeah. It was really bad timing.
I'm really, really sorry.
So when sorry.
I'm so sorry. Like I really am. Like I didn't know there was anybody in here that hadn't played it.
Yeah.
Nah, she probably never gonna play it. To be fair.
Okay.
Which is fair. Which is
Yeah.
fair.
But yeah, man. Like Dustin said, that entire game is just a feeling of emptiness. And like even as you're playing as God, what's the blonde girl's name? I fucking forget.
Abby.
Abby. Like even as you're playing as
Heyo.
Abby, Jim,
Hey,
holy
what's
shit,
up?
hopping in.
Yeah,
Even hell yeah, dude. Like we're just talking about The Last of Us. But even as you're playing as Abby, like in a way, like you still feel like fucking kind of like connected in a way, because like, you know, like her dad was, you know, murdered in the first fucking game.
Yeah.
So it was sort of like a tit for tat with her, you know? And like, it's just fucking insane. And like, one thing that I loved so much about that game is how like it did not fucking hold anything back. Like, at one point, you're actually fighting Ellie as Abby. Like, it's just fucking insane. And
Yeah, no, it was great. Because like even in the world building, like the world still happens. Every single person has a purpose. and you can feel as empathy and sympathetic for every single person that you're talking to, whether
Yes.
it be fucking Abby and her desire for revenge, because it makes sense, or
Yeah.
even Elle with her desire for revenge. But like you all notice in the end, like the world still doesn't change. It's still a living virus, and it's amazing that they're dealing with these concepts of like feeling. I don't think a game has ever made me feel that way. Like even in the first one, because you have the choice or whatever, the choice. Like it's unknown if you can even save her, even if you do kill the people. So it's like, what's the fucking purpose? None of it fucking matters. None of it.
Yeah. Fucking exactly, man. And like, I don't know, like that game, it for me it made my emotions up here and down here and up here and down here like the entire time, because like I said, like you first see Joel die, you get him, like you see him get the fuck beat out of him with a fucking golf club, you see him get his fucking knees blown out with a shotgun. And this entire time you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why the fuck is like, why? And then you fucking find out and it clicks with you. You're like, oh shit. Okay.
It's not his story anymore.
Yeah, like.
But it was never his story. If you like even go back, it was Ellie's.
Yeah.
It was always her story.
Yeah.
Like he was just a vehicle to get to the point where she was strong enough to be an adult. So that's her name, right? Is it Ellie?
Yeah, it's Ellie.
Yeah. So yeah, Ellie's story is The Last of Us.
Bro, like the part, like I'm not even gonna lie, this game made me fucking cry. And like the part that made me fucking cry the hardest was one of the last scenes that you see with Joel. Is like a flashback, and he had just gotten, like, it's a flashback to where he had just gotten into that fight. Fuck, who did he end up getting into a fight with? I forget exactly who it was, but like Ellie ended up getting mad because Joel pretty much defended her.
Yeah.
And you know, Joel's just like, you know, he's trying to be a dad. He's trying to be like fucking sympathetic and like in his emotions and everything. And like I forget exactly what everything was said in that fucking scene, but oh my god, dude! Like there's actually a compilation on YouTube of like live streamers reacting to that for the first time, and like none of them didn't cry.
Yeah, I remember the guitar at the very end,
Uh,
and that being so powerful. It was just like, yep, you lost it. You did
Yeah.
all of this for what? Nothing.
yeah. Not only did she lose everything, she also lost these two fucking fingers.
She lost her fingers. She lost her wife and child. It was. Oh my god, that game is so fucking good. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. It's one of the most beautiful stories that you could ever tell. Okay, enough of that. I'm tired of. Oh, now I'm gonna go play it again.
Yeah, one last thing. So Smithy, I know you played The Last of Us 1 on stream. Have you ever played The Last of Us 2 on stream?
I did back when I had my PS5.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, times suck, and I hit hard times, and I don't have my PS5 anymore, which really fucking kills me because it was between that or eating and paying rent.
Yeah.
So, but I'll say one more thing, and I'll leave it at that, and then Susie can unmute. In some ways, I hope that there's a third Last of Us, but at the same time, I don't. Because they ended it on, like what Dustin said, they ended it on such a pure note.
Yep. Even though Ellie couldn't play that. Bow. There it is.
So yeah. But now we have Jim in.
Hey, Jim.
Yep, and actually, I was gonna sit there and say to that point, like I know you're feeling like wanting another one, but there isn't, or like you want another one, but you really don't want to because the story was so good, you're afraid they're gonna go ahead and ruin it if they do another one.
Yes.
And that's always a fear because I have that same fear with like TV shows, and like whenever they sit there and like they make reboots or something.
Yeah.
Honestly, one that I sat there. This was a movie as a kid, but The Dark Crystal. That was a really good fucking movie.
Yeah.
And when I heard that their Netflix was gonna sit there and do like kind of bring it back, I was like, okay. It's like maybe because like they were doing a beforehand story. They fucking killed it, but they only did one season, and that pisses me off because they were doing so good with it.
Yeah,
But that's like my whole thing.
That's like the Last Man on Earth. Did you guys ever watch that?
No, but I heard really good things about it.
Oh wait, I think I've seen that. Yeah, it's pretty much like the opening scenes, whatever. This guy just driving an RV around the entire U.S. or whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen it. That was good.
Like the thing that fucking kills me, okay? And I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys or anything like that. But I think there's like 4 seasons of it. The 4th season ends on a fucking cliffhanger. Okay? Like the biggest fucking cliffhanger you can ever fucking think of. And they canceled the fucking show.
Yeah.
They canceled the fucking show. And it was such a good show. It was so funny.
Be like that some.
Yeah.
You're still talking about The Last Man on Earth?
Yeah.
Last Man on Earth. Yeah, I think there's like 4 seasons of it.
Yeah, they did the same thing with My Name is Earl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect again. I'm having a really bad ping, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Watched it together because you wanted to see it.
Yeah. She's probably thinking about her side piece or something. I've never watched it.
That's like
My bad,
with,
bro.
Did anybody here watch Shameless?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Dustin, how do you feel about the way they wrap things up?
I didn't finish the ending, but I do know some talking points, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like, God, I don't want to ruin it. Like, has anybody in chat not finished Shameless or like wants to watch it and doesn't want spoilers? Because like if that's the case, I was not a fan with the Shameless ending. Okay, Susie. So right there's one. Okay. So, oh, he's gone again.
I'm back in.
Please don't spoil the end. Okay, Chowder. I won't spoil the end then. I will say I have mixed feelings about it. I won't say, what those feelings are exactly, or like why I have those mixed feelings. But I will say that it's an ending that you would it's a love-hate ending.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. And that's exactly why I asked, because I didn't want to fucking spoil it for anybody. But yeah, it's a very mixed emotions kind of shit. Dude, okay. Do you guys have any movies where you just absolutely like the entire movie was great? You were glued to your seat the entire time, and then they fucking ruined it with the ending?
I think Titanic was like that for me. I didn't expect them all to die. I was really sad about that.
You didn't expect them all to die? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I think Jack should have lived. There was enough room on there was enough room on the door for both of them, damn it.
Yeah. It was.
There was enough room.
There was enough room.
Yeah. I did not see that coming. So yeah, I'll see Titanic.
Okay.
I need to check out Jujutsu Kaisen. I know that my kid loves it, and I need to.
Season 1 is so good. I'm gonna start watching season 2 pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
I can't think of a movie, because like usually I don't really watch movies. Honestly, I'm a video game person.
Okay.
And like me laying down watching a movie is like kind of a big deal.
Okay, well, like in regards to like video games, like did you have a game where like the entire game was fucking amazing and like you were glued to it, you were like ADHD zoned out on it, right? And then like the ending hit and you're like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, technically that would have been the original Alan Wake.
Okay.
Great, fun to play. Impact was fun. That ending made zero fucking sense, and even playing Alan Wake 2, I have no fucking clue what's going on, even though I should. Like, I get the references, I totally understand, but like I'm just like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Okay.
Because because the storytelling delivery is not that great. Like there are moments that are memorable, but like the ending of the first one was like, what? Did I really just play this game? And just like, yeah.
See,
So
like
Alan Wake would be that one.
for me, like in regards to video games, for me, a game that I was like glued to everything until the ending was probably and of course like they kind of made up for it in like the games afterwards, but Life is Strange.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love
Dude, Life is Strange is just like a banger little series, man.
I got another one for you. Dead Island 2 just came out like a year or two ago, whatever.
Yeah.
I've had nothing but fun. And then that ending hits and it's so abrupt. You're like, what? That's it. You're like, wait, they didn't fucking resolve anything. The story's still going. And it was already hard enough to get this game remade. Why would you fucking end it on a cliffhanger? Like that game was handed around for 3 different studios, I think it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck was the purpose? Like you could have told that story. You're not gonna get a fucking Dead Island 3, and if you do, it's gonna be 40 fucking years. It's gonna be some nostalgia act, just like the first one was. So,
Okay. Big question. Out of the Life is Strange series, which one were you more drawn to? Because I feel like those games are like you get really involved with like each of the fucking characters and shit.
the first one, obviously. Uh, I man, everything about it just fit. Like, what's is the second one with the brothers, right?
No, so like well, I mean
Or-
technically
Yeah.
so like the Life is Strange 2, yeah, that's with the brothers. And then
Yeah.
but like the game immediately after the first Life is Strange is Before the Storm.
Yes, I played that too, and that one frustrated me.
Yeah.
So there's a point where I got in the second one where I was like, I don't want to play this anymore, and I don't care. It will never reach the magic of the first one. And I really want to play colors. I think that would be a good thing, but two took me out of it so much because of the pacing of the storytelling
Dude,
that I did not.
True Colors is amazing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll
Susie said she would love to hear your take, Dustin, on Half-Life.
Half-Life 2 is one of the most amazing tech demos of all time, and that's all it is. The story is nothingness. It will always be nothing to me. I do not care. I have a love-hate for pacing. I want that game to have better pacing, Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. It does not. Even playing Half-Life Alyx, I have a problem with its pacing and its storytelling and its vehicle. They're great, and I mean fucking great tests, but they are not good games.
Okay.
They're I am very critical on fucking Half-Life. I hate those games. Fucking hate them.
Well, to the other two gamers in the chat, do you guys have games where you were like fucking, glued to the fucking story, and then the end of it, you were just like, what the fuck was that? Like, why was I robbed of 8 hours of gameplay for this?
Yeah, there was one. It's an old game, which sucks saying it out loud because it just sucks. Halo Reach. I fucking love the shit out of that game. And then one by one, your team starts getting picked off, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then you're the last one standing, and the game ends with the entirety of your team dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the actual?" It was, the game was beautiful. I think the ending was great. It's just the first time I ever played, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I did not expect that shit at all.
Shit.
It was so emotional. You get so attached to these characters, and they're so different. They all have their role, and oh my god, it's fucking crazy.
Well, what about you, Jim? You're being awful quiet.
Oh yeah, no. My connection is awful today. I don't know what's going on.
I got you.
But I'm trying to sit there and think of some games. Yeah, see, I had one just a moment ago, actually. But no, most of the games that I've actually played, like for story wise, like I'll just sit there and like I play through them. Some of them I don't really pay much attention to the story, kind of like Call of Duty games. I used to play the shit out of those.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like, cause like usually you're for the story, but you're like for the campaign, you want to beat it. As of right now, I really can't think of anything because the one that I did have on my mind, I've already forgotten it. Yeah, so yeah, I guess like I usually play more open world games anyways. So like Fallout, you kind of make choices, decisions. Um, like I guess Fallout 3. It was the first time I played Fallout, but I sat there and like I'm just sitting there like I'm holding off on doing like the final mission because I'm trying to do stuff, and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and finish it off. And then the game ends, and you can't continue anything else afterwards. And I unfortunately saved right before,
Ooh.
like in the middle of that mission.
Right.
So like I'd have to start the whole game over again, and I was pissed about it because I didn't finish doing everything I wanted to. So I guess that's the only what the fuck moment I really had, and it was my own fault.
I want to like double down on that because I feel like in a lot of the conversations about the games that we were talking about, the sense of dread and nothingness is really what makes us feel kind of uncomfortable when we're talking about this thing.
Yeah.
Like, what was the purpose? So, like, even with Last of Us 2, what was the purpose? What was the point of Last of Us 1? What was the point of Little Misfortune? Or Frambo? Because holy shit, Frambo! Holy shit, Frambo! Like all of those feelings of like emptiness. So ultimately, that feeling of the unknown is really what disconnects us from the game because it's more like real life. It's like this part of you that is just feel kind of gross. You feel yucky. You feel all of these conflicting emotions. So maybe that's what I want more of. And if you have any more recommendations of games that make you feel like that, please send them to me. I want to know. I want to know. Like, I love getting lost into like the obscure or absurd storytelling. Like it makes more sense. It's like
Yeah.
so. If anyone has any recommendations, please give
Yeah,
them to me.
yeah. Like honestly, I do love really good storytelling.
Uh, I'd say you've already played this one, Dustin, but Heavy Rain.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I played
then
all of those.
what is it? The one with well, I don't want to be disrespectful and say their former name, but Elliot Page was in this game. I always forget.
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. Yes. Oh my god, that game.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a Nick Cage, not Nick Cage, David Cage special. He is good at just doing David Cage things. One of the first games I ever played of his would have been Fahrenheit, or that's what we called it. I think it has a different name in America. Indigo Prophecy in America. And it's just like dread, nothingness. And then like eventually you get to the part where you're like, I'm fucking Superman. Watch me fly around like Goku and some shit, and it gets really batshit because he can't tell a story to save his life. And then also he likes to try to compare black people to robots for some reason. Fuck David Cage. But yeah, all of his games have that moment of like nothingness that is so good. It's just like, ugh.
And then speaking of robots, Detroit Become Human.
Yep, that's exactly what
Oh,
I'm talking about.
that game is
Oh,
fucking
okay.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I love that game, man. Like I was glued to that game when it first came out.
I've never seen the ending of that game.
Yeah, man. That
It's
that is an ending.
yeah, depending on which way you go.
It's an ending.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Oh, I don't know. Trying to trying to take these robot slaves and move them up to Canada, like the Underground Railroad. It's
Yeah.
basically that fucking entire story, and it's just like a little heavy-handed there, David Cage.
Yeah, and then like you have to make like a lot of like weird fucking decisions too. And then there's like another game I'm playing right now. Let me see if I can As Dusk Falls. So As Dusk Falls is another player choice game.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is like the graphics aren't like extravagant or anything like that. It's very like scene by scene kind of thing where like they're talking but their mouths aren't moving, like they're just showing like emotion and shit like that. And I don't know why, but I kind of like that about the
Yeah.
game. Uh but yeah,
I will check that one out. It goes on my list.
yeah, as Dusk Falls, man, it's a really really good game so far. Like I haven't played like all the way through it yet.
The Steam reviews seem fairly impressed by it. It's even better.
Yeah, yeah, I really fucking like it. I got it not too long ago. Um, oh Jim, you're good, man. You're good. Actually, because you were jumping in and jumping out and jumping in and jumping out was causing me to drop frames anyway. So you're good.
So stay out.
Stay out, fucker.
Pretty much. See, one game like that kind of hit me right in the feels like mid game is an old game. So just like in Chef's situation was Gears 3.
Oh,
Oh fuck, dude, with Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that in years, dude. Oh my god, what a fucking tearjerker. What was his wife's name? Maria?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude fucking
Oh my God.
dude fucking
Thinking about it all
sacrifices
over again.
himself.
Yeah.
Like
Holy shit, man.
yeah. I remember the first time I played that fucking game, I was just this fucking young, wet behind the ears kid, you know? And then yeah, I saw that scene and I'm sitting there on my bed like, no! No! You
Yeah.
didn't have to do it! I mean technically I guess he kinda did. But no! I love the Gears series. Same, dude. See, I played Gears all the way to the point because there's Gears 1, 2, 3, Gears Judgment, and then was it Gears 4 after that?
There's something with Bird too, right?
there
There's like a
is.
storyline committed directly to Bird.
I think that was Judgment. I think the best I remember.
I never played after 3.
Gears Judgment was a spinoff.
Yeah, like they even like in Judgment they even switched up the controls a little bit, which was kind of weird.
Hmm.
Okay, Judgment was Baird. Okay, and then 4 and 5. Okay, see, I played 4. Like I completely beat 4. Never played 5. I actually have 5, but it is such a huge download.
Mm-hmm.
I never fucking bothered downloading it and playing it.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you can play Gears Funko Pop if you want to. Yeah, I played a few Gears, never to completion, surprisingly. There's something off about how it controls for me. And I don't
Yeah.
know. I would like to go back to it. I mean, you know, fucking Gears, bro.
Yeah. You love when a game traumatizes you, Susie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think of like the first game. Like, okay, this is gonna be like a really, I guess, kind of silly question, I guess. But it's just kind of playing off my own emotions just because like how I filtered things as a kid and even as an adult, I guess. Have you guys ever been like so um I guess immersed into a story game that when it ends you just kind of feel like what the fuck now? Like what am I supposed to do with my time now? Like
Pokemon was that for me.
okay. Hell yeah.
I got like that. I got like that with the Fable 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was yeah, after like when it was over, I was like, oh, what about my wife? I'm gonna leave her in that town and I don't know what to do. We had a kid together.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I just never I just left and I never came back.
See, for me, the very first game that ever made me feel like that is gonna sound really fucking stupid, but it was Enter the Matrix.
Oh shit.
Like on the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're talking about. What an interesting game that was.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, like realistically, that was a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean for its time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Absolutely. And then
The
like
blending- they like created a whole story, had voice actors from the movie. Like they really did everything together. And I'm not saying it's the best game, but it's pretty
No.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like Manhunt.
Yeah.
Like that game did me the same fucking way. And then like I discovered games like Heavy Rain. And dude, that's my forte. That's why like I'm so excited to go through the fucking Walking Dead Telltale series.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm so fucking excited for that.
It's so good.
See, yeah, like Chef and Susie have pretty much been singing its praises to me. And
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be one of the ones where you get to the ending and you're like, what the fuck?
Yep. It is
Because
absolutely
you spend this whole game trying to protect this little girl, and the very end they give you that plot twist, and fuck, dude.
damn.
so good.
Without
It's
giving
so
any spoilers away.
It's one of those games that just make you feel empty.
Yeah.
Like, again, like it's that empty feeling, or like even like I'm trying to think. Anything Telltale does, general like the Wolf Amongst Us is fucking amazing.
That game was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Susie to play it.
It is so fucking good. It is about fairy tale creatures and what happens to them as they live a normal life, and you're dealing with like prostitution and drug use and like all these other amazing huge topics, and it feels so good to play. Like it hurts sometimes. You're just like,
whoa,
fuck.
Yeah. And it's
And
cool seeing like a werewolf normally depicted as the bad guy,
Mhm.
and he's the protagonist. He's a police officer, detective, or something. Like it's a really cool spin.
It really is. They did a great job with that story. Like
Yeah.
it's phenomenal, and I think everyone should play it. Like it's so funny now because I'm thinking of like all the games that I would be like recommending to people, and there's so many games that I'd be like, oh, this is great, and I can never think of a top 10 because they're all amazing in their own fucking way.
Yeah. See, like, I don't know, man. Like for me, but don't get me wrong. Like I love horror games and I love the spooky shit.
Mhm.
But man, like for me, just like the full like immersion to shit. Like there's a reason why I don't stream Baldur's Gate when I play, because I get so immersed into it. I don't talk.
Yeah.
Like I know for a fact that I will not talk, and I think that's like I have to be really careful with the games that I decide to stream, because like I know for a fact not that I'm not into the games that I stream or anything like that, but like I fucking like Jimmy got me into Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Mhm.
Wait, what is that? Let me coom how coom it is, and I'll get it for you right now. Oh, okay. That's spot.
Cool.
But yeah, like Jimmy got me into fucking Dungeons and Dragons, and like fuck, dude, I was actually out. There's like this little discount store here in Tennessee called Ollie's, and I walked through the fucking door, and they have 2 Dungeons and Dragons cases. And like one of them has like a bunch of creature chips. They kind of look like poker chips, and you can like exchange those chips with like different fucking creatures and shit. It was $2.99, and like whenever that case first came out, that was a fucking $70 case.
Wow.
So yeah, nabbed that shit up, and then there's like a pre-built Dungeons and Dragons game that comes with the DM chart. It tells you how to run the entire fucking game. It comes with the map. It comes with the creatures. And it was $9.99. It comes with 6 creatures. Try to buy a D&D creature off of Amazon for $9.99. You're not going to be able to.
No. That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that's another big thing we're gonna start up again this year, is we're gonna start doing more D&D campaigns. And I am so fucking excited for it. So if anybody in this fucking Discord channel or anybody in chat, if you guys want to play Dungeons and Dragons, I don't care if you've never fucking played it and like you feel like we'll have to like explain everything to you. I don't care. We will fucking hold your hand along the way, because guess what? I'm gonna have to have my hand held as well, because I've only played Dungeons and Dragons twice and I fucking fell in love with it.
Yeah, I played once with one of my old coworkers. She invited me over to go play with her and her girlfriend, and I brought my girlfriend at the time. And I remember, like, me and my girlfriend at the time, I think we were both male characters, and we ended up being gay for each other. And then my old coworker was like, "Leave it to the straights to come be gay in a Dungeons and Dragons game with us." It's like, oh my god.
Who's the bitch?
Who's the bitch?
We did D&D once. I also stopped playing afterwards. But I was a bard who was like, I want to say like a gnome bard or some shit. And Chowder would play with me, and I would pull out my guitar, and I'd have to sing my spells. But then like me and Chowder were split personalities, so to say. So we'd argue back and forth in character. It was great.
That is really cool.
It was fun. And then I got into a fight with the DM, and that was the last time I played D&D.
Oh shit.
So I'll be willing to try it again. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. So like pretty much the way we're gonna do it, for anybody who has never played Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe has played Dungeons and Dragons and never heard of this, there's a thing called D&D Beyond. Okay. And it makes it to where you don't have to be in the same room with each other to fucking play. It has digital maps. You can make your own campaigns.
Is it like an app?
Huh?
Is it like an app?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have the D&D Beyond campaign or like app on my phone. And like you can also do it on desktop as well, which obviously like ever since I'm gonna be streaming, like I'm gonna kind of do that as well. But yeah, like I think you can pay like a monthly fee to it and get like even more shit that you can do. The biggest thing is like let's see, me and my group of friends had a campaign going on for like 3 or 4 years. Yes, and that's another great thing about D&D, man. Like, you can either fucking end it and start a new fucking campaign, or you can be like Jim, where it's just like a never-ending fucking campaign. It's just like a fucking game of life. Like, right now, like, Jim is a... Fuck. Think a gnome? No, it's a tiny thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he's this tiny creature with a giant complex. So yeah,
I love when the characters have such like fucking great personalities like that.
Yeah.
I love role playing that shit. Like I get really deep into it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. See, I was so obsessed with Matthew Lillard playing on YouTube. Hell yeah. In our campaign, I'm a dwarf. Okay, yeah, he's a dwarf with a giant complex.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so like anytime he sees like a huge fucking creature like a dragon or something like that come around the corner, he just immediately goes on the attack mode. Even though more than likely he's gonna get fucking charred to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like that's one of the Matthew Lillard is daddy. I would have to fucking agree with that. But yeah, like that's one of the big plans that I have for this year. I would say more than likely I'm gonna have to add like another day onto my streaming schedule for it, or just like replace one of my like pretty much like we'd have to all get together and agree on a day that would be good.
Right.
Yeah, I think I was in a D&D thing, and we never got to play a campaign because the hardest thing to do was to schedule a time that worked for everybody. That's definitely gonna be the hardest, especially with us in different time zones. It's gonna be a little challenging.
Yeah, like see that's kind of what's going on with me and Jim and my buddy Brad. We're trying to do this fucking campaign, and this one's just a one-shot campaign. Like it's not like a full ass fucking campaign, but we're having a lot of scheduling issues.
Yeah.
Like either like most of the time it's like Brad and I are good, but like Jim has to work, and you know, because like Brad and I, we don't have the same kind of like responsibilities as Jim. You know, Jim has a kid. Brad and I don't. Like we're just a couple of losers willing our way through life. But yeah. So D&D. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Like, it's so fucking cool. Like, it has digital dice and everything like that on D&D Beyond. Yeah, it's just so I'll stop geeking out now. But yeah. Did any?
It has to track me. I just got the app. It's saying I don't know how to do this. It's saying your tracking settings must be active. I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know like once you get in you have to like start your player card and everything, which that'll take you a bit as well. If you need any help with it, I know a little bit about making a player card. Just let me know. Like I think I'm in mine and Jim's campaign, I'm a Dragonborn sorcerer, which I would say more than likely, whatever campaign we do, I'll probably stick with the Dragonborn sorcerer just because like that's what I like.
Yeah. I usually like playing rogues or what is it? Or like an archer or some sort.
Hell yeah. See, Jim is big on the archers.
Yeah, I love being support characters.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, man, but like I hope Dustin's able to play and he wants to be a bard because like we need that.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
It would be. Like I feel like with all of us hopping in on it and stuff, like I definitely feel like it would be a good time. Like it would be like the goofiest fucking campaign ever.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
And you prefer a trifling sorcerer? Okay. Or sorry, not trifling. Good. Anyway, I'm gonna act like I'm not an idiot. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like I definitely feel like it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
But guys, I guess with that, you think it's a pretty good place to like wrap it?
Yeah, I think that was a really good episode.
Yeah, me too, man. Like, and thank you for that fucking top 10 list. That was amazing.
Yeah, that shit was really cool. You did really good in it. I thought I know that Dustin like he just has shitload of video games, so I knew it would be right up his alley. But you had some really good guesses too.
Oh yeah,
and chat too.
Yeah.
Chat did really good.
Chat did great. Wait, Susie Mon says wait. What's going on, Susie? You have a new person? Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna do our outro and everything once Dustin gets back, and yeah. She's kidnapping. It's all good.
Have you ever had champurrado?
I can't say that I don't know what that is.
Champurrado is I don't know if I think it's Mexican. It's a Mexican chocolate milk. And have you ever had tamales?
Yeah, I've had tamales.
So the tamales are made out of masa. Champurrado is also made out of masa. And it's like the really thick, really creamy chocolate milk, and it's so fucking good. I'm about to have some right now.
Hell yeah. Right on. Oh, they already got the raid in progress. Okay. Wait, Susie, is the raid already in progress? If it is, it's perfectly fine. Okay. But yeah, I guess while we're waiting on Dustin, I'll go ahead and like start with my little spiel. Oh, you're just spamming at the moment. Okay. Guys, you can find me obviously here at Mr. Smithy, YouTube Mr. Smithy, Instagram Mr. Smithy, same with TikTok. If you're so inclined to follow me on Facebook, there's going to be Michael Epic Smith, because apparently Mr. Smithy isn't a real name in the eyes of Facebook. Yeah. Just follow me on all those. If you feel the inkling to, I would appreciate it. I know what you're gonna say, Chef, but where can they find you?
You guys can find me here at the Weekend Buddies podcast. Also in Smithy's Discord.
Yes.
I'm actually working on a logo for the Weekend Buddies podcast right now, and you'll be able to find it a little bit later.
Yes,
As soon as it's finished.
It's turning out fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, little by little, I'm getting progress done.
Yeah, I fucking love it so much. And like I said, like once I get the extra funds, like all 6 of us that like hop in on the podcast, like I'm getting us all fucking shirts made with that fucking logo on the chest of the shirts.
I'm wondering if because Susie does like silk print stuff. I'm wondering if she can do it, and then we could just send you guys the shirts.
That would be all. Just let me know like how much I would owe you guys for it.
Yeah, we'll see what we can work out, but yeah, I don't think it would be too much.
Okay.
Like at all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your left nut. That's how much it's gonna cost. Is my left nut? Okay.
No.
All right.
Maybe just a lick.
Just a lick. Oh.
Yeah.
Sir. Oh, it's snowing right now, Mochi? Oh, shit. Maybe that's why my internet's being fucking weird. Oh, and there's Dustin. All right, Dustin, we are wrapping up, so where can they find you?
Oh, hey, you can check me out at dus10.net. That takes me directly to my Twitch.
Okay, perfect. All right, Susie. Guys, Susie Mon is going to raid you guys out to one of her buddies, okay?
All right.
Be sure to stick around. Let them know that we fucking sent you. Give them our fucking love. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for another stream at 7 o'clock Eastern.
See you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hispanic at the disco.
Oh my god, Susie was talking about this guy the other day.
Such a good
It's such a good username, isn't it?
Fucking yeah. Wait, have they been rated yet?
No, I think we're. Oh yeah, no, we're rated out.
Boom.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn this guy up real
Hispanic
quick.
at the disco.
Ah. Rushy Ball, welcome on in. Mrs. Smithy, welcome on in. Welcome on in.
All right.
Thank you for the raid. Oh shit. See, I was just guessing there would be a Neko cat here.
Okay.
Nice. Welcome in, Raiders. How you guys doing? Welcome. Thank you for the raid. The coolest thing on the end, I think so. Welcome on in, Rushy Ball. We're on the end of we're on the Foundation DLC.
Oh yeah.
Welcome on in.
So I'm going to check something real quick because that's something. Oh, okay, cool. It was just that. So